I'm Ann Plazek, the Outreach Services Manager for Medina County District Library. We like to say that we're taking the library beyond the walls to everybody in Medina County. Everybody in Medina should have equal access to our library materials, and so we do whatever it takes to get those materials to all of our taxpayers in Medina County. Our bookmobile does multiple things. It goes out to the public. We have public stops on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays in various areas of Medina County, serving a lot of different senior communities. And then on Tuesdays in the afternoon and on Thursdays in the morning, we go to several different senior living communities where we do what we call lobby stops, where we actually take in 4 carts of materials for seniors to look through so that they can make their own selections of materials. And sometimes we bring very specific books that they've requested as well. We've been doing outreach at Medina County since the 40s probably. We've had multiple bookmobiles. This bookmobile that we have now, we purchased in 2021. And this was the first vehicle that really allowed us to kind of combine our public services, where we could have our library bookmobile stops for the public, and kind of combine that with our outreach home delivery by doing these lobby stops. So currently in Brunswick, we serve Plum Creek on the 2nd Tuesday of every month, and Danbury Senior Living on the 4th Thursday of every month. And having a bookmobile that has a lift on the back allows us to be able to bring carts of materials onto the bookmobile and take them on and off very easily. So our public bookmobile stops are really interesting. I think there's a general perception that most of the people that we serve are children, but we really have a blend of different age levels that we serve. So on Mondays, we go to several different communities in Medina where there's primarily seniors, some lower income housing, and then we also go to the Achievement Center at the Medina County Board of Developmental Disabilities. On Wednesdays, we use the bookmobile out in the western and kind of southern areas of the county where there aren't library branches close, so we go to Litchfield, Chatham, Homerville, and Spencer. And then on Thursdays, we have a stop at an agency called LLA Therapy that serves children on the autism spectrum. So that's one of our newer stops that's been really successful. We also go to the county home and then to Union Square Apartments in downtown Medina. At most of those stops, we see a variety of different ages, but our bookmobile is actually loaded with quite a bit of large print since we serve so many seniors. Yeah, our bookmobile service is kind of like a social gathering spot in a lot of the places that we go. So I would say the majority of the people that come on the bookmobile come every single week. It becomes kind of where they meet up with their neighbors and talk and share books. I would say probably 80 to 90% of the people we serve are out every single week. And then some folks come every couple weeks, and then the occasional every 3rd week, or just occasionally to pick up items. We do carry everything you'd find in the branches, just not nearly as much, but you can come out and pick up a hotspot or any of our popular kits or video games. We have it all, just like I said, not as much. Our collection on the bookmobile is really catered very specifically to the places that we're going to go and who we're going to serve. We tend to carry a lot of brand new materials, but we can also cater to wherever we're going. And since we know our folks so well, since we see most of them every single week, when we're loading the bookmobile, we try to put things on that we know folks are going to want. Since we serve so many seniors, we do tend to have, like Amish seem to be very popular for some reason. I think it's because they're a lot of more gentle reads. And so we do have a whole shelf on the bookmobile that is Amish materials. So they're nice, gentle romance. Amish secrets, there's your Amish thriller. But other than that, we'll just bring out whatever anybody's interested in. Well, when somebody comes on, we try to find out what kinds of things that they like, if they have favorite authors, if there's favorite topics that they're interested in, maybe it's a different setting that they like, maybe they like books set in the South. We ask people what kinds of things they're interested in. We can place very specific holds, so if somebody wants a specific title, we can bring a specific title, but it may just be that they kind of like books that are gentle romance, or maybe it's gory thrillers. We've had patrons that like really grisly murders or true crime. So whatever it is that somebody wants, we will try to find it and bring it for them. We have an outreach van. So we have profiles that anybody that can't get to the library for any reason, we're happy to deliver materials. People can fill out a profile with very specific requests, what kinds of authors they like or what kinds of genres they like, and we can bring anything you'd find at the library, we can deliver. That is called our home outreach program. One of the things that we do in our outreach department is our memory cafes. Those are held at the Buckeye Library, but they are run by staff myself from the outreach department. Several of us have had Dementia Friends training, and so we do that program very specifically. The concept behind a memory cafe is it is for anyone who is living with dementia to come along with their care partner. It could be a family member or a friend, but we know through research that the majority of people with dementia are still living at home. And as a caregiver, it can be kind of difficult to find great opportunities to get out and about. And this is just a really nice event that we do the first Monday of every month at Buckeye Library at 1 o'clock. And it's a great opportunity for folks to come together to meet other families living with dementia as well. Sometimes the activities can be crafts. We've done all kinds of different things. We did Macy's Thanksgiving Parade in November. In December, we've just talked about some different holiday things. We've done all kinds of different fun things in the summer. We talked about the Medina County Fair. We actually even made cotton candy at one of our memory cafes. So just talking about different activities that families will remember that we can all talk about together. They're very simple crafts and very engaging. So our outreach department does so many things to take the library beyond the walls that people are just unaware of. So we've already touched upon our lobby stops like we're doing here at Plum Creek today. We've talked about our bookmobile stops. We've talked about our memory cafe. We also do programs at all of the different senior living communities. So we have 2 different staff members that focus on senior programming. Amy Noel Lucas does most of our programs that are specific for folks living with memory loss. And Kim Vondervellen, our outreach librarian, provides programs for those living more independently in senior living communities. So we're providing about 20 programs a month. We also do an early literacy program once a month at Medina County Jail, where that's one that I do. I go in and I talk about the importance of early literacy with inmates there, and they have an opportunity to select a book that they can read for their child. We videotape that and then send the book to the child and the videotape link as well. One other thing that we do through our outreach department are we provide story times to many of the different daycares in Medina County. Our department in outreach serves, I think it's 17 different places that we're doing story times currently. And then we also provide classroom sets in the different daycare facilities. So we have staff that are out delivering sets of books so that each classroom has a set of books available for the children. So if you are interested in receiving a new bookmobile stop, perhaps in your neighborhood, there is a place on our website at mcdl.info/bookmobile where you can request a stop. We do also do special events. So if you have a special event coming up, you can fill out that application, and if the bookmobile is available, we would love to come. So anybody that wants to know more about all the different things that we do in our outreach department can visit our website at www.mcdl.info, and then you can do a /outreach, and that will take you directly to our outreach page where you can learn more about all of the different services that we have to offer. You can also call our office at 330-722-2590. One that I would recommend that is actually sitting right here, this is a recent book that is set in the state of Ohio with the title Buckeye on it. So this is just a really great read that I just recently did that goes back in time a little bit. So it's a nice kind of a family story.